I think we're all here and ready. Is that true?
I think so.
Then let's recap what happened last week.
Well, I fell asleep and left the music running over the stream.
Yes, you missed a fire giant attack in the backpack of your traveling companions. You must be a very heavy sleeper.
Yeah. We actually had decided to leave Tribor, however it's pronounced. And then suddenly all hell broke loose, and giants and orcs and ogres and whatever else bad stuff just seemed to attack us and, well, attack the city. And we had someone in the group that were like, "Oh, I'm a hero. I am too." And then they went to fight it.
Of course.
You managed to not die. That's pretty good.
Yeah, a few did bite the dust a few times, but did get up. And in the end, I think we killed several of the orcs and most other stuff. And then the giants found something, I think it was. And they took it and then they simply left.
Yes, apparently they were digging for a large chunk of some kind of adamantine metal bar.
Diggy hole.
Yes. Also, they had small fire creatures that could set buildings on fire with them. Which you, I think, also dispatched. Pretty much
Yes.
all of them.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was that went near them when they kind of exploded, all of them.
Mika was near them when one of them exploded.
Yeah, they tended to explode once you killed them.
Yes.
I was
So-
also ice knifed and I think shattered.
No, you weren't. It's lies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was ice knifed and shattered.
Yeah, lies.
Why are you hurting me so much, Saksu?
Mm. To be honest, yesterday was a pure accident.
Sure.
A pure calculated
believe
accident.
I wasn't aiming for your leg. Put it that way. I wasn't aiming at all, actually, and that's why I hit you.
You have to remember, he's a teenager, so violence is the only way for him to show affection.
Nice.
Oh god.
It's not wrong.
That's an interesting theory.
I thought that was
I'm
for
sorry.
younger kids.
Yeah, that
Yeah. Yeah, that's under.
my little
yeah.
brother who had some trouble learning how to speak. That's how he communicated, by hitting people with his boots. He hit an old
Hitting-
lady at the store.
Hitting with boots.
Yes,
Is this the kicking or taking boots and then hitting people with them?
the latter.
Was that at least in Morse? So I actually communicated. Take a slightly hurting hit and a very hurting hit.
In any case, you managed to survive the attack. I think you killed all of the orcs.
Yep.
And I think a couple of the orogs. And you managed to befriend their X-Peaks.
Yep.
And they have agreed to let you ride them. because you smell better and you promised them many foods.
Many chickens.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got big ostriches now.
Yes.
Ostriches are by default big.
Also, did we do loot for last session?
I'm not sure. I think you did because they didn't have very much, but you took their weapons and armor.
Yeah.
Also, you managed to befriend the town smith, which
Who
is
gave me
also a
a-
shield dwarf, and you made a suit of half-plate armor,
Yep.
if I remember correctly.
And
Yeah.
he gave me a letter of recommendation to King of Citadel of Belbar.
Yes, because he used to be, or he's an honorary royal smith to the king.
If I remember correctly, we also took a few more full plates that we intended to sell in the winter.
Yeah, because the Orogs wore full plates, and I think you killed 2 or 3 of them, and out of one of them you made the half plate.
We killed 3 of them, because 1 escaped. And there were 4
Oh.
total.
This is
So-
not the game where our card is broken, right?
I don't think
We
you
we
have.
don't have a card.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
We got it from the village with the children.
Oh,
And a pretty, if I remember, a pretty good draft horse with it.
Yeah.
So whoever does not have an axe beak is now the cart driver.
Well, that would be the teddy bears, probably.
I am fine with this. Burr wakes up from his like 28-hour nap, and he feels a little bit faster.
Yeah, good night's sleep does that.
like 10 feet faster?
I mean, if you were to quantify it.
So, I believe your plan was to take the Tribord Trail and then along the coast past Neverwinter and Luskan to the Icewind Dale, making a pit stop in Neverwinter to buy and sell stuff you need.
Yep.
Yeah, we might need some winter gear.
Yes, obviously.
I assume we would buy winter gear in Laskan since it's closer.
Yeah. Oh my god, a little tiny furry parka.
Are
If
you
you
sure
decide to
you
go-
need winter
If you
clothing?
decide to go through Luskan, because as you know, it's a hive of scum and villainy.
Well, that's why I feel at home.
Fair. In any case, it's going to be a pretty decent amount of traveling time. So you decide to get going early morning.
Yep.
And
Oh,
you start going along the trail.
I almost forgot. We need more chickens and dried meats and stuff like that for our mounts.
Yep.
Yeah, let's load the cart up with rations and food for our chocobos.
Do, 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 do,
Do, do, do, do.
Can any
Yes,
of
okay.
us like hunt ghosts? That would also be helpful.
Let me
you
check my
reckon-
survival.
That with your cart, you are probably looking at about 12 days travel to Neverwinter.
So we would have to get 12 times 4 chickens or rabbits or
Yes.
Plus +1 for each day because
Oh, right.
because one was promised double.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's Dane's problem, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
That was
I'm
going to
still
be bad.
going to unshamedly take it out of the party funds. Because Dane only has 10 gold on his own.
Of course, you think that you might be able to manage to catch a couple of wild rabbits or something because you are passing the Neverwinter Wood. So that might be a possibility. In any case, you start traveling along the trail and you go for a couple of days when you see a large shape in the sky approaching you.
Does it look like a castle?
It doesn't. It looks like a giant lizard with wings.
Oh,
Oh,
that wasn't gonna be my first question.
Are we near the forest?
You are... yes, you are... you are at forest side.
I suggest that we seek into the forest, guys.
Yeah, I'm pulling the cart immediately into the ditch.
You do see that it has kind of metallic scales of a bronzish color.
In that case, I don't. I mean, I pull it off the road, but I'm not gonna like completely lose my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know the difference between chromatic and metallics.
I'm pretty sure I do. The
You
Arcana.
probably would.
I figure in
Arcana
Fey Run that
Mystery.
would be like primary school level.
Not the difference between chromatic and metallic, probably not so much. You probably know that they exist. At least that's how I view the dragon lore and Faerun.
So, it lands on the road, and it is looking straight at your little travel group, and it says, "Ah, travelers, you wouldn't have come from Tribor, would you?"
oh golly.
Yes, we would. Sir? I say questionably.
He says, "Ah, yes, my manners. My name is Felgolos."
Oh, not Philip.
No.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Felgolos. I am Dane, Felbrow, and these are my traveling companions. And I'm speaking to it in Draconic, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my goblin calm.
What are you talking about, Dane?
Oh, I'm just introducing us in Draconic as a form of respect, so to speak.
So far, all the most of the residents that we have assumed that are evil are not actually that evil.
Well, of course, and Dane like stops because he has no fucking clue if this is a female or a male. Can I roll like an Arcana check?
just check the underbelly.
You
Come on.
can roll a covert Arcana check to try and find out its gender.
Unfortunately, dragons have internal genitals, Axu.
Fuck.
You are fairly certain that with its demeanor, it is probably a male.
Yes. Where was I going with that? This gentleman here is. God damn it, I completely lost my train of thought. Someone was saying something to me.
I asked what you said about the General Dragon.
Yes. And Lum said something too.
I said that everything
Evil
that
creatures seem to be not very evil. Or
yes,
something like that.
it's like so far you have met very very nice giants and a dragon.
Okay, yes. Well, this gentleman is of the bronze variety, which are generally said to be great philosophers, if I remember correctly, and quite friendly. No, Mr. What is his name again?
Galapagos.
Phil.
Philadelphus? Golos.
Belgaros,
Almost like Galapagos.
except
Oh,
that
well.
not quite.
Philip
Mr.
Galapagos.
Felgolos. How can we be of service?
Says, well, you see, I heard that there has been an attack on Tribor, and I've come to investigate because I guess I'm just curious.
Hmm.
Is this still Dracula?
He's
Draconic.
probably going to notice that most of you or some of you cannot understand him, so he will probably repeat himself in common and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that not all of you speak the dragon's tongue."
It is. I don't blame them. It's an ancient and difficult language to master. In any case, yes, there has been an attack on Tribor. We were there trying to defend it, but sadly we could not, as they brought 2 fire giants with them, which, while we are mighty indeed, we are not that mighty.
Oh, giants, interesting.
I think we did okay.
We did.
I do notice that there are many of those about now.
Yes.
Interesting. Maybe I will investigate some of those then.
I should warn you that from what I've understood, they are collecting pieces of some sort of colossus that was used in ancient times to battle your kind.
Well, only the other ones. The other ones are just making a map. Right?
Yeah, the nice cloud giants were just making a map, and they were super polite.
Yeah.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
don't remember those.
Yeah, I'll take a
That's often
I'll
a
take
common
out the-
strategy prior to invasion.
I'll take out the rune that I copied from the giant, roughly the same size, same. That I copied from the giant, and I'll just kind of show it to the dragon. These ones, if they carry this rune, they're probably building something that is used to kill your kind.
Oh, interesting.
Well, those were the cloud giants, though, and these were fire giants. I mean, those were the bad cloud giants that carried that rune.
Yeah, exactly. And the bad giant's been trying to build the monument, right?
I don't know, it was the fire giants who got the thing.
The fire giants were looking for the pieces of the colossus.
Ah.
And in the battle, you did not actually manage to see the cloud giant rune on them anywhere.
We did stay sort of far away from them.
True.
Then I
I
will
wonder
just
why.
then I will just inform the giant that the ones who carry these are assholes, and the ones that don't carry these are probably very very nice.
If they're cloud giants.
Interesting, interesting. So much to learn, so much to investigate. In any case, if you are looking for giants, I have actually spotted one not too far ago, not too far away, I should say. Apparently, there is a giant that has locked itself in a tower in the Star Metal Hills somewhere.
Like, by accident?
Oh, I don't think so. There is a large boulder.
How big is this tower?
Oh, it's large enough for a giant, I would say.
It's a big tower.
Oh, could anyone not
Yes,
think
yes. I think it was some kind of defense location at some point. I don't know.
Well, that is indeed interesting. However, I for one have no idea of where this Star Metal Tower would be. I imagine in the Star Metal Hills.
Yes, yes, in the Star Metal Hills.
Anyone have a map?
I think we have a beautiful map.
I actually don't know if you do have a map, but he will probably be able to tell you that it's a range of hills north of Tribor.
We pretty much already went past it, and we're like
Yes.
just outside Neverwinter Woods right now. So
Yes,
that would mean some fairly decent backtracking.
it would. Actually, you have been on the road for 3 days now.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even asked this. Why are we headed to Icewind Dale?
Oh, I think that the flying one wants to go there.
Yeah, that was what I hired you for.
Yes, he actually hired you for this,
Oh.
if you remember.
Well, he hasn't hired me.
True, you are just pilgriming along.
Mhm.
And with that, the dragon is going to say goodbye to you and say, well, if you're ever curious about the lone giant in the tower, you know where it is now. And I think I will go and investigate some of these giants myself, because even though curiosity kills the cat, I'm a dragon.
But
Well,
I
it-
pleasure
it-
to meet you.
It might kill a dragon too, so be careful.
Yes, maybe I will avoid fire giants for now. And then it just takes off again and flies in the direction of Tribor.
I'd almost wish to see how the peasants react to when a dragon comes by.
Probably pretty anxious, at least.
Cats and dogs living together.
Unless the dragon is actually smart enough to change its shape before it enters.
It might.
As the dragon flies away, I fall down from my Helga. Just lay down on the ground.
Everything okay?
Uh-huh. I've never met a dragon before. I need a minute.
Oh, by the way, this one was a fairly young one.
But so huge.
Meeting all
Yes.
kinds of nice people.
This will be something to tell the grandchildren.
You have grandchildren?
I do not even have children yet.
Oh.
You have had
Oh,
the
like in
cutest time
the
you-
future.
I have plenty of time for that matter later. I am only 80 years old after all.
Holy.
Oh, you're a very young one.
I would be in my early 20s if I was a human.
So after a while, I assume you are going to continue your travels.
Yes, I get back on my Helga.
I'm actually going to give the reins over to Derp and
Oh,
try to coach him on how to drive the wagon.
Who, luckily for him, because he was also sleeping in a backpack, has managed to survive the Tribor attack. Because I'm going to tell you that if he would have fought and survived, I probably would have granted him a level. But maybe at another point. Okay, so you instruct Derp on the final points of wagon coaching or coach driving or whatever. And you just continue along the Tribor Trail. After a couple of days, you come across the fork in the road that leads to Fandolin. You know this because there is a road sign there.
No, not because of any lost mines.
Possibly. And then finally you get to the end of the Tribor Trail, where the Tribor Trail meets the high road.
And we turn north.
Yes, and so after about 8 days of this, you start traveling along the high road to the north. At which point I would like to have a round of perception checks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm like so focused on watching Derp, and Derp is so focused on not messing up.
Okay, so Mika, Lum, and Lizar, you can hear a sheep bleating in the distance, and it suddenly stops. And after that, you can hear a couple of deep voices that sound anywhere from entertained to bored. And as you travel a little farther, you can see over a hill that there is a really large humanoid standing behind it.
Does it look like a giant?
It does. It looks like a hill giant, if you are asking that.
So it's actually standing over the hill. Well,
It's not a very tall hill, but yes.
Oh, another giant.
Sheep somewhere.
What kind of a giant is it?
Hill?
Looking at it, it's a hill giant. And as you get closer and closer, you see that it has a couple of other creatures with it, and it is in the process of pretty much sacking a nearby farm house, and it is stuffing everything that it finds that looks edible into a large sack.
Oh, so that's where the sheep went.
He's an
Yes.
asshole.
Well, I was actually going to suggest that we just travel around it, but it appears it's doing bad stuff and not just shepherding sheep.
You're catching on. We need to stop him.
As you guys say this, the cart just keeps going forward.
Yeah, that's Mage Armor as well.
It
I will-
hasn't noticed you yet, and
I will write
Pl-
my
please.
helmet to him.
Please stop the wagon, Burr.
Huh? What? What's going? What?
There's a giant right up there.
Like anime surprise lines over my head.
Massive open mouth. Wide eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, there is one hill giant and a couple of smaller other creatures.
Can we
The hill
identify
giant-
the other creatures?
The hill giant is busy stuffing its sack with edibles, and the other creatures look pretty much bored out of their minds. As you can see that there are bugbears and ogres with it.
Okay, I'm gonna have Derp slow the wagon. I'm like, very good. I'll teach you how to parallel park later.
Exactly how many bugbears and ogres?
You have seen at least 2 of each, might be more. Depending on how you approach, you can probably scout them out. They don't seem to be very focused on guarding anything.
I guess we should try for some sort of distraction, trying to draw some of them away.
Possibly.
Maybe I should sneak to the other side and see if I could attract their attention and then hurry away.
Yes. That would allow us to take on whatever is left and well, basically thin their forces a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was thinking of engaging the big one. Well, you guys take care of that. Maybe try to lead it away.
Yeah, well, I think the overall plan is to just try and split them up as much as possible.
Are you scouting ahead first, or are you just trying to make the distraction when you get there?
Well, I'm gonna leave Derp with Lazar since he's ranged, and probably gonna keep him ranged too.
Well, I'm planning on moving as fast as possible when I've created a distraction.
Just put him in your backpack.
Yeah, I put him in my backpack.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
a
as you circle
Wait.
Place
around,
to shoot out from.
as you circle around to maybe distract some of them, you can see that the whole group consists of 1 hill giant and 3 ogres and 3 bugbears.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would
But
like
we're heroes.
to try to get like 45 degrees. Like my entry point, I'm figuring should be 45 degrees away from where everybody else is. Now I don't know if I should just run in there and start swinging at its ankles, or maybe shout
Imagine
something.
there is a farmhouse just to the north of them.
I'm not measuring how many of them are within 20 feet. Not at all.
No, obviously not.
I got mad stealth skills.
Yeah, right up to.
I guess I'll be somewhere around here. Oh, you guys are coming from that direction.
Well, I am. I just put Derp's icon out so I could roll his initiative.
Okay.
Wait, so did Burr flank them?
You asked this and I'm nowhere in sight.
Well, most of them are pretty slow though, so that's your in. Like I said, they don't seem to be taking note of anything that happens around them.
Hmm.
The bugbears just sit on the hillside and look very bored. The ogres are just rummaging through the debris that's left by the hill giant, and the hill giant, like I said, is stuffing his sack.
God damn it.
Well, I guess since I'm creating a distraction, I will.
Not be stealthy?
Well, I will stealth and then I will shoot at this one, and then I will retreat towards the farmhouse.
Yeah. I suggest Lim fires a fireball at the
Yeah, I was just planning on it. Like, I'm just gonna shoot a fireball like here, so I catch every single one of them
Okay.
very handily. Well, it's not a fireball; it's a snowball.
Oh, right. Yes.
Well, I'm waiting for your snowball then.
That was quite meh damage, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Most of them are not very dexterous, so this might have actually this might actually do some work for you there. Let's see, the hill giant first. Yes, he gets all of it. The ogre's next. Yep. And the bugbears. Yes, all of them take full damage.
Yay! Of 25.
Well, I think it might be enough to kill the bugbears.
It is not. It's 27 for a bugbear.
Oh god.
But the bugbears are looking pretty almost dead, all of them.
Well, I mean, I have now dealt 175 damage, so
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a good surprise round for you.
Now you can go to sleep.
yeah. I
I-
can sleep about it.
As soon as the snowball detonates, I'm running out.
Doesn't detonate.
Yep.
Are we doing initiative?
Same here.
You are all having a surprise round, and then we're doing initiative. So Lums was there.
You only get one action, right? Or do we get a full action?
You can have a full free round.
Okay. Since the bugbears look particularly damaged, I'm running out and shouting, "That sheep doesn't belong to you!" And I'm gonna take a swing at the first one. Miss wildly. This enrages
Yes.
me. And then I'm gonna swing again.
You're looking for 16s.
Wow.
No, we're looking at sevens.
Oh no.
Yes, you are looking at 7s. You're looking for 16s.
And
Yeah, even if they are surprised, even with advantage, you wouldn't hit.
I mean, let's put it this way. You're very consistent because you rolled 6 damage, then you rolled 7, 8, 9, 9, and then 10 damage. You have a straight there.
Okay. That's 2 of you done.
Well, I guess we could take me. I will shoot at this one.
Okay. The ogres will be easier to hit.
Oh. Oh,
They are large.
Oh,
that's a lot of damage.
That's a good crit. That is a good crit. That's another 29 to one of the ogres.
And then I will try and slip away and hide in the woods.
And this ogre is almost dead now.
Which one?
The top one.
Top.
This one.
Okay.
I'm using my cunning action to hide.
Yes.
You know, I will.
Give me a stealth check. And
I don't have a lot of faith in it, but I will try to finish off that ogre.
okay. That is a hit. And yeah, that's enough to kill it.
Yes. Kill steal for the win.
Does Derp get a shot?
He
Derp
can.
being to Derp.
Oh, hang on. That's wrong.
I'm defending goblin rights.
Those are on the wrong layer. Why are those on the wrong layer? God damn.
So Mika is the group's Hermione.
Yep,
well,
consistent.
I do have a big fluffy hair, so
It might hit since you'll have advantage.
about
what
these.
what does he shoot at?
A bugbear. The bugbear in front of me.
Oh, that's one. That won't hit them.
Yeah, I don't think it would hit anything.
It would have hit the ogre,
What?
but obviously you didn't know that.
Ogres hang on hit points, not AC.
Yeah, ogres are very slow and pretty large for their.
Oh, I just hadn't seen AC lower than a zombie's.
Yeah, ogres have 11. If they're not
Wait,
armored.
why wouldn't? Did he have advantage?
Yes, he does, but 12 will not hit and hit a bugbear. Because they're still surprised.
Well,
Okay.
zombies have AC 8.
Yeah, but I think we both. I think me and Toad.
Yeah, I assumed it was an advantage.
Yes, they're surprised. This happens within 6 seconds and they haven't seen you coming. And finally, Mika.
Yes. I'm going to use a key point to dash as a bonus action to get behind this mean person here.
Okay.
And then I'm just oh, I'm 5. I have 2 attacks actually.
Yeah, double
Yes.
bob.
Yes. I'm going to just punch him twice. I have advantage.
That is a hit. That is also a hit.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Obviously.
Yes,
Obviously, I do not believe in this person.
I can't believe.
Yes, you punch it in the kidneys twice. And
In the
feels
kidneys or on the area of the kidneys?
In the kidneys.
in
My
the rough
hands go
area of the
through him.
kidneys.
You rip off his kidneys.
Wasn't she like almost a halfling? So isn't it closer to its kneecaps?
I jump. I can jump.
Yes, but she's still medium sized, so she's more like dwarven size. She should be able to get to the kidneys of an ogre.
I can
Possibly not the giant, but that's another story.
She can
Okay.
jump and hit it in the nuts.
This is true.
This is true. We already had that at some point. And now it's time for initiative.
Yay!
Yeah, you covered my token with it.
Oh, look. I don't suck at initiative for once.
The sheet is doing weird things. Stop being weird. The initiative number is beneath the box. It's not in the box.
Way to go, Derp.
Oh, I suck. Okay, cool.
I actually got to pre-roll these today. Didn't do me much good because the hill giant has an initiative of 0.
Amazing.
Well,
Ogres
he's the
have
first
an
one.
initiative of 3. And the bugbears have an initiative of 15, but the bugbears are almost dead, so I'm not sure if I should have actually give them an initiative. Okay,
Can still do something.
true. But Derp is up first.
Derp is firing at the ogre north of Burr.
Okay. That is a hit. And it will do 7 points of damage.
Question: did that
Yes.
ruin Lazar's stealth?
Excuse me?
Did that shot ruin Lazar's stealth?
Oh, yeah, it would.
Because he's in your backpack.
When it hits, as a reaction, he's like, woohoo!
Reaction, woohoo.
There's an,
Why did you do that? I'm trying to keep hitting.
there's an obvious.
He just
Oh,
looks at you with like a tongue sticking out of his mouth, but not like he's sticking his tongue out, just that it's hanging.
Yes, but you did steal stealth, so they have to find you. Okay, then it's Sir Burr.
Okay, Burr is raging, so he's gonna try to cut down this bugbear. I think that's enough.
That's a hit, and that is enough.
Then he's gonna run to the next bugbear. This time he's gonna make it a reckless attack. I am the most consistent roller.
Yes, you are.
Yes, that's going to hit and kill the bugbear. So you took out 2 of them.
Oh. I was lining up a magic missile to just take out all the 3 of them.
Well, you still have 4 targets.
Yeah, but that won't give him 3 kills.
That's true. For some reason.
And since I still have a little bit of movement left, I'm just gonna move up to the last bugbear. Well, I have a lot of movement left, but
Yes.
It's my turn.
Okay. Then it's Dane.
Is. Well, I am going to still cast a magic missile.
Okay.
One at the bugbear and two at the ogre that Mika is engaging.
Okay.
That's for the bugbear
Yep. It's gone.
and ogre. Oh, I should just press the magic missile repeat. Goddamn.
So that is an additional 7 points of damage to the ogre.
Yep. And I move. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. The bugbears, as expected, didn't get to use their turn because they're dead.
Well,
They had so much faith in them.
they were unlucky.
Well, they were still on the map technically, so it could have happened. Okay, Lam.
Yeah, I'll just cast Ray of Frost on the hill giant.
Okay. That is going to hit and deal 8 points of damage,
Slow.
and it slows him by 10 feet.
And I'll move up here and like kind of hide behind the tree trunk.
Okay. Lazar.
Well, I'll move a bit and then I'll hide with my action. Because someone ruined my stealth.
Okay. Maybe you want to take him out of your backpack and leave him somewhere?
In the tree?
Yeah,
Throw him
I
like the enemies.
Don't you dare.
I guess I'll drop him down here.
Safely in the tree.
Yeah, on a branch. And then I'll shoot at this one. Hopefully I should be stealthy.
Yes, you get. He's unaware of you, of your location. Oh,
Oh my god, double ones!
actually double ones, jeez. Yes, so that goes somewhere completely in a different direction. It probably deflects from a tree branch or something.
Which might actually confuse them more.
Possibly. They are not very intelligent. Mika, the ogre in front of you is in the process of turning around. It also looks pretty hurt.
Yeah. Let's just punch. Or not.
That is a
And
miss.
let's punch.
That's not. That's a hit.
And if it's still alive,
It is.
I am going to use a key point and punch it 2 more times.
Flurrying it.
Yes.
Okay. That is a hit.
Dexterity saving throw if he's not dead.
It is actually dead.
Well, it's prone.
Yes, it's prone either way now.
Well, I do still have 1 punch loaded, so I guess I'm running to the giant and kicking him in the heel
Okay.
with my fist.
Mika, the only monk who has a magazine of punches.
That is a hit.
Well, a dexterity saving throw, please.
They are probably amazing at this.
Yeah,
Is there-
-1.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see if you can bring it down. Of course.
Boom!
Oh damn!
Okay,
Yes, you
so
do.
So it falls on its friend.
You rush towards it and just
I punch it in
baseball
the
slide into its ankle,
Achilles heel.
and then it just in slow motion falls over.
And now it also can take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Yes, so no
So-
attacks of opportunity for.
I'm actually gonna take a few steps away from him. So
Yes,
maybe
its
he'll...
reach is pretty far, so.
Well, I only moved like 5 feet.
Yes, but
Technically, I could get very far away.
just tell you that its reach is 10 feet, so you have to be at least 2 squares away from it to be safe from it.
Yes, I will move. Yeah,
Okay.
that's less than 40.
Okay, so there is one ogre left, and it's all of this has been happening in 12 seconds. So it just is very confused.
It went from overwhelming odds to, hey, we can do this.
Yeah.
Tactics.
So it looks around, and the first thing it sees is a giant. It's a little teddy bear on the hill. So it's going to try and charge it.
Well, he is the tank.
Oi,
Well, he is a tank.
better.
He's the hit point tank.
Yes, and he
It's the hit points.
did attack recklessly last round, so
Yep.
he will get attacked with advantage.
Now I'm just imagining Burr sitting in like a sci-fi office. I am the hit points.
Really, he should have some sort of confusion bonus to his AC.
He rolls horrible, but it's still a 16.
His bonus that he rolls horrible.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. So, Sir Burr, you will take.
I think I'm the one with the worst AC.
Oh, hang on, sorry. I accidentally rolled for the
I
giant,
thought-
so it's actually not a 16, but a 14.
So still a hit.
So it's
Yeah,
still hits.
14 still hits.
Okay, so then you will take 13 points of damage halved, which is 6. And
13? That seems pretty low for a barbarian. You have no dex bonus or no con bonus?
Yeah, you get both.
I have no dex bonus.
Oh, shite.
Mm-hmm.
well, there's magical items for that maybe sometimes.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, I might actually then just start winning on Burr instead. Actually,
Okay, and then it's the hill giant's turn.
May I use my reaction to do something?
Sure.
I want to, in giant, call out, "Hey, you, doofus! Over here!"
You're trying to lure him away from Mika.
Yes.
Okay. Make. I suppose intimidation would be the thing to roll there.
Did he even see me?
Probably not. It probably thinks that the voice just knocked him over.
I mean, that's possible.
I mean, you have a mage that specializes in thunder damage, so yes.
Well, I will give him a wisdom saving throw against this. It's not very wise, so it might still work.
You have a chance.
No.
Ah, okay. It's as it sits up and gets up, it's confused by the voices. But then it remembers something from behind it, managed to pop it in the foot and make it fall down, and it didn't like that at all. And so it's going to take a couple of its remaining steps.
Yeah, too bad. Bad he's like huge.
Remember, he's got -10 to his speed, and he used half to get up.
That is true. Hang on, let me actually check how. It has -10. It took half to get up, which means it still has 15 left.
Well,
Which one is it going for though? Does it know which one booked it?
probably I'm the only one who's behind it.
And it's actually just in range with its 3 squares of movement to try to swing at Mika with its great club.
Mika, don't get hit.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, come at me, bro. Oh, that's not a bro. That's a mountain. Oh, yeah. Yes.
flirting with the critical, but it didn't. It's still going to deal.
Was it 4d8 plus 8 or something silly?
No, not quite. It's 3d8 plus 5.
Yeah, close enough.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Doesn't the hill giant have 2, or is that only the later giants?
Oh, hang on.
Well, I can take another hit.
You are correct. It makes another swing.
Yeah, I know that some giants had, but I couldn't remember if hill giants had.
Oh my god. This
Uh-huh.
giant.
So that's another 17. It's very consistent.
Now I need to make math.
Holy crap, 34.
Oh
It
yeah.
Are
did
you-
not crit. So
Are you still up, Mika?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, speaking of hit points. Again, 6 hit points. I would have gone down from that by 1 point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the giant's turn. So it's Derp again.
Yeah, Derp the Goblin is firing at the ogre in front of Burr. Does that still advantage?
I guess not.
I don't think so. It wouldn't have
That
mattered.
Fair enough.
Derp.
Is he staying in the forest?
Yeah,
Or-
he doesn't know how to climb.
Oh, he's stuck in a tree.
We should probably leave him there.
Okay.
Never. He's a friend.
Then it's Sir Burr's turn.
Yeah,
Very
Burr is
fair.
gonna lash out recklessly and yell in Gnomish, "Bullies! I don't like bullies!"
Bully, sir! Bully!
Right.
Uh,
Lumps just
God.
Or 2 hits.
Thank goodness for your recklessness.
So that is 11, 21, 23 points of damage.
Oh, the
to-
reckless only counts for the first attack.
No, it actually counts in all of them.
Oh,
Yep.
Yes, because if you're going to take disadvantage next round anyway. Reckless.
Yeah. It like the wording on reckless attack is iffy, but it applies to all of the attacks in a round. Also
Because-
reactions.
Because one would be shit.
Yes, 1 would be not worth taking disadvantage, taking advantage on attacks.
It's a 50 trade. Right.
Okay, so 23 points of damage, which means nope, it's still up. It's very wobbly though.
Is it wobblier than I am?
Depends how many hit points do you have left.
4.
It's equally wobbly.
Woohoo!
Dane,
Yes. I'm going to be screaming and charging straight at the hill giants.
okay.
And I'm going to hit it with the hammer.
Yes, you want to hit a 13.
I didn't. Unless I somehow magically have advantage.
That would
Um,
indeed be magical.
I mean, it's a very large creature and it is kinda sorta flanked, baby. So I'm gonna give it to you.
Yay! For 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to swing again.
Cross his toes!
Okay, another 9. Let's see how it looks.
Not very beautiful.
Well, yeah.
a face only a mother could love.
Pretty much.
Well, he already had that before the game started, or the combat started.
Yeah, we're just fucking up his legs.
Yes, you can just see now because yes, you see a couple of the frost bites from the ice ball, and you can now see the bruises and welts start forming where you hit him with hammers and fists. So he does look damaged already.
I'm gonna use my bonus action, just yell at him. Come on, pest pot!
Okay.
It's more like an entire sewer system.
Lam.
So I'm looking at a fireball right about here. No, here, so I hit Mika. No, no. I'm just gonna Ray first. Okay.
Okay.
Going for the kills.
You're so mean.
Yes, you kill steal the ogre.
Yes, I'm now very happy.
I'm fine with this.
Luckily, I'm hidden behind a tree. Actually, can I use those? I'm not gonna use it now, but can I use those points of cantrips?
I
Yep.
don't see why not.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sure. Okay, that's my go. Like,
Okay.
I could have technically then done like the twin because that's a single target spell. But yeah, double kill still.
Okay, Lazar.
Don't roll double ones.
You realize that only the giant is left. And while it's still going strong, it has taken some substantial damage already.
Well, I'm moving forward and then I'll shoot it in the knee.
Back of the knee, technically. Since he's facing me, I assume.
That's a hit. And it deals 15 points of damage.
And then I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
Dashing through the snow.
And that's my turn.
Mika.
Yes, I'm gonna get closer, jump to its knee, and try and hit it.
We really hate its knee.
Well, if I go, if I would be like here, would I be flanking?
Yes, you
I mean, yes, I would because
So probably what happened is Lazar shot its leg and it dropped to a knee, and you can just use it as a springboard to
Yes.
reach higher.
I jumped to the knee and hit it
Oh
in the gut.
wow, okay. That is a critical.
Yes, it is.
A crit directly to the nuts.
And then I'm going to hit it again. Even if it dies, I'm going to jump upwards.
Oh, don't
and
worry, it won't.
I'm gonna jump upwards and hit it in the jaw.
You do.
And on my way down, I'm gonna kick it in the throat.
Ow.
I am using another key point to do a flurry.
Flurry of blows, okay.
Kicking it in the throat? Well, maybe not. I don't know.
No, 13, I'm afraid.
Oh, I actually forgot to
But
do
you have
the-
advantage, so
Yes,
do it
I
again.
forgot that. I just get out. I lost myself.
In the
Let's do it
moment,
again. Well, that was even worse. And then I just land on his toes. Would be awesome if I killed it by landing on its toes.
yes, you do.
Seriously?
And
I'm
then it has
imagining
to
that
do a
once you-
reflex.
I'm imagining that you drop down and do a superhero 3-point landing, and its foot is just beneath your fist.
Obviously.
Well, the Tsar is holding up a sign saying 10.0.
And
There's,
there's like a tiny shockwave.
what you do is you do down, down, back, forward, and then it's fatality.
26?
Oh wait, no, actually, if you end in a correct combo, then it's actually a brutality. So yeah.
Actually, hang on.
If it's still alive, it should do a dexterity save.
Yeah.
I think it died.
I'm matching. I'm going to get back to you.
$37 damage in total.
No, 26.
26.
Yes, the two without advantage weren't hits. It is actually still alive.
Well,
But
a
it's-
dexterity saving
It's
throw.
not long for this world, though. Somebody will kill steal it from you. You realize this.
I don't care. Just make it Oh yeah,
Yes,
you
it drops.
you fall down, and I'm gonna move like 35 feet away from him.
I mean, he improves consistently as well.
Skedaddle!
Skedaddle.
It actually does the
Skedaddle.
Zoidberg.
Skedaddle is the best word ever invented.
Yes.
Okay, just after you knock it down, it's going to get back up on very wobbly knees. And it's very angry. And it contemplates charging after you. But there is this loud beardy dwarf just behind it, and it's very annoying. So it's going to whirl around and try and hit the dwarf. 26 is going to hit, I assume.
Nope.
Okay. Then it's trying again. And it's still not going to get through the chute.
It was just bang, bang. It's
Shield
like,
spell doing
yeah,
some heavy lifting there.
you can do better than that, yeah, we brain pea-sized fella.
That's a great insult.
Okay, now let's
Come on.
find out who's going to steal this kill. Will it be Dirk?
Roll 20, I've never asked you for anything.
Haven't you? Never?
That's a hit. That is 6 points of damage.
Please
Why
tell
does
me it
Derp-
leaves it with 1
Why
HP.
does Derp shoot him?
Oh.
Back of the head.
The soft spot. Oh, it's not a
Yes,
baby.
So Derp's arrow finds a soft spot at the back of its head, and it's just going in through the back and out through its eye, and then it just drops to its knees and slumps over.
Woohoo!
Derp kill stealed.
I think
I
at
don't
this point,
care.
I think that's worth a derp getting a level.
Maybe.
level in Goblin.
I might give him one. Because he's actually pretty valuable.
I assume if he gets something, it's probably a level in Rogue.
Likely.
And
Or fighter.
Probably rogue, maybe fighter. It's-
Or Barbarian. Because, you know,
Oh, right, he's under
yeah,
Could be.
Barbarian.
Derp's training.
Anyway, you have felled the giant and its party. You can see that the giant has a large sack with it that dropped when the battle started.
I will rush
Within this
off.
sack are a couple of things. There is one wooden box that, upon closer examination, is actually a coffin
Oh, goodness.
that the giant apparently has dug out somewhere and used as a box.
I'm just gonna say it right now, I'm prestidigitating the fuck out of it, everything. Because a hill giant's bag is nasty.
Oh yeah. There
Sheep.
is
Sheep.
a grimy old riding saddle that we probably pillaged somewhere. And yes, there is a slightly frazzled but still alive sheep in there.
I comfort the sheep.
Is this Sunny 2.0?
Oh, good.
I actually rolled for what kind of animal it was going to be. And it was a sheep. It could have been a goat.
Okay, just as Derp jumps, I will cast Asleep on Burr.
That's so mean. He could literally die from this.
Okay, actually,
I don't think-
how high is?
I don't think it would.
5 or 6 feet, I assume.
It
Oh, fucking
wouldn't-
hell, I'm not even on range.
It would take too much falling damage. Not enough to kill it anyway.
Oh, goodness. I mean, good.
Well,
Well, sheepy, let's go see if your family is still at the farmhouse.
and I'm looking through the giant's possessions more thoroughly.
Yes,
I-
pretty much these things are the only things that are not pretty much broken garbage.
Hmm. Is there anything in the coffin?
There are a couple of small pieces of, cutlery and some larger pieces of small furniture, but nothing of great value. It probably is, all in all, probably around all in all, probably around 10 gold pieces. The coffin itself might fetch a price.
Is it in nice workmanship?
It's a pretty decent coffin. You could get probably 50 gold for it if you were to drag it along.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth it. And the filth that collects on stuff in a giant's bag is just, yeah, I'd rather not deal with it unless it's like he somehow had something magical.
No, you get the feeling that this one was actually just on a mission to get food and lots of it.
Yeah.
So inside of the bag are also many smashed vegetables and edibles that are not really edible anymore.
Well, I guess we should clean the sheep and bring it back to the farm.
Yes,
Find the owners.
I'm actually doing that. I'm not actually running around in circles around Burr.
Okay, so you take care of the sheep, and you can see that there is a farmstead to the north that the giant has ransacked. You also notice that it's lying in ruin.
Good, let's go ransack that place.
I knock the door.
Down.
Hello?
You knock at the door, but you also notice that apparently the giant just stepped on the house. And
Anyone
There's-
alive in here?
there's no answer, at least.
I'm just going to order some food. Kirby.
I'm gonna go over and start helping to clear the debris, look for survivors.
Yes, as you clear the house from debris, you can see that the inhabitants have been crushed.
Oh no.
We have a
I mean-
sheep.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, well, can the sheep be Dirk's mount? And we'll name the sheep Burp.
I was thinking we could, feed it to the axe beaks, but sure, let's keep the sheep.
Why do we always get some kind of a fluffy animal?
I
We can
mean,
call it Rainy.
the axe beaks probably would eat it if you let them.
Meat is meat.
Yeah, but wool is wool.
True. I don't know, you just somehow stumble across fluffy animals everywhere. Yes, so you have the feeling that the owners of this house are not going to...
I mean, they're dead.
wake up anytime soon because they have been crushed.
Yes.
Does
it's
anybody
not
want to help me
stealing.
dig some graves?
I can do that. Hopefully they have a shovel.
You have a splendid coffin to bury them in.
That's actually
wonder.
true.
And
Do
since
they
they're
all keep-
smushed, they might all fit.
Sure.
Yes, let's spend 2-3 hours
It's
just.
probably two
burying
halflings
them.
and the coffin is human sized. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So, what time of day is it right now?
It's about noon.
Okay. I mean, we're not in a hurry, are we?
Yep.
That's good.
Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Dane, you examined the giant more closely and what he had and his belongings, I think.
Mhm.
You found that he wore a scrap with a large rune on it.
Yeah. I take that.
And I do think you speak giant, so
Yep.
you know that this rune says. Let me quickly look it up. Oh, actually, I have them somewhere. Hang on. It says something. I'm going to get back. I'm going to get back at you.
Just a thing.
While you look that up, I'm prestidigitating and mending the coffin and getting it over to the farmstead.
Okay.
I will make this more efficient while you are prestidigitating. I am mending.
Right.
And I'm digging a hole. Hopefully with a shovel.
Why is that the
Yes.
elf not digging the hole?
You can procure a shovel if you don't have one.
I don't think I do.
We should probably keep it because shovel in general is very, very useful.
And we do have a cart, so no one actually needs to carry it.
Just steal everything from there.
Once I get there, I will help you using the pick side of my hammer. Because it's also meant to be a tool.
Seems dangerous.
I guess if they're digging the hole, I'm gonna get some rocks off the hill to make a headstone. Or a rock off the hill.
Ooh, you know what? I will practice my trade a little bit as well.
Stone carving.
I will give some a nice little epitaph. I have no idea who these people are, but that doesn't mean that they can't get a nice epitaph.
I was thinking you
We
could
had
try.
no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea who these people are.
Killed by giants.
Yeah, the grave, like the gravestone just reads, "I don't know who the fuck you are, but you got smushed by giants."
Killed by giants who were then summarily executed.
No, it'll have like a halfling, two halfling commoners level 0 were killed by the giant.
Oh no.
Level of whatever his CR is.
You could write that they got justice, or they were avenged, whichever
Yeah.
you prefer.
Remember to write justice all caps.
Here lies the two owners of the farmstead, whatever location this is. Fill in blank. Let's see here. They were taken from us by unfortunate circumstance that, but vengeance was swift and just.
I have a feeling
May
that
they
might
rest
take
in peace.
a little longer than a few hours.
I mean, if my job was being a scribe that scribed in metallic books, and stone is like nothing to me. Besides, I can also use magic,
Hmm.
make it a bit faster.
True.
Yes, so I've looked it up and I actually remembered it correctly. It's saying hill, even though it's not very imaginative.
That's great.
I thought it might have been earth, but it's hill.
Right.
It's very crude, but apparently it has some sort of significance because he actually wore it.
But what type of significance, we have no idea.
Maybe
Yep.
it's just a sport jersey.
Yeah, they're very fanatical about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he supports the
NASCAR.
team.
they love NASCAR.
I was
What-
thinking more like rugby, but sure.
Maybe it is their ranked insignias.
Anyway, I am gonna go pick up my food. So be back in a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Are we
Knowing
doing
giant-
a 5-minute break then?
Yeah, let's.
So they are giant, so they're nicely violent. So could be lacrosse.
I mean, rugby is also very. violent.
Lacrosse is a bit too sophisticated for
I
Hill
mean-
Giant, I think.
I mean, but it
The
would.
bird sounds fancy, but rugby is sufficiently unsophisticated sounding.
I suppose.
Blood
They just-
Bowl.
No, they do bowling and they use halflings as pins.
They play rugby, but they don't have a ball, but a whole
rock.
pig.
Oh goodness.
They use a sheep as the rugby ball. Meh, meh.
Poor Rainy.
That's why the sheep was tried to be stolen. They weren't actually hungry. They just ran. Yeah. They weren't actually hungry. They were just like they just had misplaced all their sheep and they had a big tournament coming up. So yeah.
Yeah, I gotta practice.
Okay. Now we ruined their chances. Come on. Now they can never win the championship of the sheep. Interesting introduction.
I was planning it to be not as loud, but it was loud.
That's gonna be quite long.
I could also get ice cream, but nah. I already sat down.
in a bit.
Okay.
Come back.
Probably still gonna be a little bit quiet because I'm eating, but you know.
That's okay.
It's just one of those things like, oh shit, I'm suddenly amazingly hungry, but standing up and making myself food would take ages. Oh, also, out of curiosity, what was the challenge rating on that fight?
Well, the hill giant alone is a challenge rating 5, so it was pretty decent.
Yeah, that's anything above group level is usually like a potential TPK situation.
Yes, well, you handled it well, so
Yeah,
it was okay.
Lem's fireball. That's what did it. Or snowball. That's what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that snowball really hit hard.
Also, they probably wouldn't have chased you, so it wasn't. Because they were busy with trying to get food for whatever reason.
Sheep or rugby.
Oh yeah, that too.
And a coffin for.
It's giant rugby. You're gonna need a coffin.
But the giants don't fit in the coffin.
Well, there'll be pieces after it, so.
I return with birthday cake flavored ice cream.
How is that a thing?
I don't know, but it's pretty good.
I've never understood. How can something taste like birthday cake?
And yet it does.
It's upsetting to me.
You make it taste
Why?
bad because I don't like that kind of cake.
I don't know. Probably because I've never tasted anything that tastes like birthday cake besides actual birthday cake, and most of my birthday cakes actually don't taste the same. So
Or you have like actually interesting birthday cakes.
Mine always does because I always have princess cakes.
princess cake is
I
good.
usually also have the same one always.
I prefer muddy cake.
Oh, by the way, Mika. Like, as we're digging that grave, Dane comes up to you and says, "Why are you always the one who gets the ire of everything?"
I don't know. I mean, people, other children used to tease me because I'm green and I have bad teeth. But I don't think these people care about that very much. So I don't really know. Maybe I'm just unlucky.
Yeah.
I think we might all be back.
Yep.
Well, in any case, just in case we are very hold on, I don't think that worked.
We might need to take a short rest after we have buried these people. I mean, I'll
Yes, if you
definitely
want to,
try
you
to
can
do-
You can take a short rest while you finish up at this ransacked homestead.
That didn't work. I'm trying to cast it at second level, but I think I have to do it. Oh wait, maybe that's why.
This is the fun thing about casters, though. They rarely take damage, but when they do, they're usually fucked.
Why is it not querying me for higher level casting?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't know how to do it with multi-classing. Strange though.
Two of my men pulled you out of the lake. We thought you were dead too. Do you remember very much?
The boy. Is he dead too?
Okay, so you patch yourselves back up, take a short rest, and then
In the lake, the one who attacked me, the one
You-
who was underneath the water.
continue on because it's still
Ma'am.
afternoon. There's still traveling to be done.
Then he's still there.
Are you taking the sheep with you?
I mean, at the very least, we
do
could
we?
sell it.
Can it survive in the wild?
Probably not.
I guess we should bring it to Neverwinter then. We could probably fetch a few gold convert. Or we could feed it to our beasts.
Or we could give it to a farm if we meet one.
I like that idea.
Yes, you have noticed that the axe beaks are eyeing it curiously.
Put it in a cart.
Make sure to just give them an extra chicken.
How many days have we been on the road? I have to adjust my rations.
You have been on the road for 8 days now. Apart from a couple of incidences, it was a fairly uneventful journey, so to speak. And you continue traveling along the high road for another 2 days when you see a huge building in the distance. A bit to the side of the road, it looks like a keep of some sort. And you can see on the road traveling and coming towards you is a group of armored individuals that looks like a patrol.
Are they coming from Helmshold?
They are, yes.
Turn to the group and say, shall we rest at Helmshold before we get to Neverwinter? It's probably only a few hours.
I'd prefer not to sleep outside.
Yeah, I guess we could make a quick stop there.
I have nothing against this plan.
Well, good.
Okay, so you are going to cross paths with them if you decide to head for Helmshold.
Yes, I will also stop when we reach them. Say,
Yes, they
"Oh,
will hail you. And they will say, greetings, travelers. hope you are safe. We have had reports that there are dangerous activities happening.
Yes, very. In fact, we met one of those. It was a hill giant and his cronies further down the road. They ransacked a farmstead. Sadly, we could not save the owners, but we did give them justice.
That is good to hear.
And we
The
did
Order
save
of the
their
Gilded
sheep.
Eye thanks you.
I cannot give you back your homes, but I can give you justice.
What?
What?
What? That's interesting.
I just quoted Game of Thrones and then someone burped.
Yeah, it wasn't me this time.
Just blame Derp.
Did we take the sheep with us?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Is the
I
sheep
think
now named Brainy?
I think the sheep might have to travel in the cart. I'm assuming it's not very fast on its tiny legs.
No, it's not. Anyway, the patrol thanks you for ridding the area of a great evil, and they invite you to take a rest in the Helm's Hold.
I asked him, is there a superior commander I might be able to speak with?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
The Holy Watcher Queria.
very well. Who should I inquire as to meet with this person?
You can usually approach her. She is, even though she's busy, she always takes the time for inquiries.
Very well. And I should just ask my way, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It's not like it's difficult to miss because she resides in the large keep in the middle of the Helm's Hold.
Yes. I'm merely stating that I've never been there, so I would not be able to find my way. In any case,
if you're not an evildoer, we are very helpful.
I kind of like give him a look of, really?
And they come across as a bit zealous.
Yeah. Well then.
And then they continue patrolling, and you continue on towards the Helm's Hold,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically a walled keep with a couple of buildings inside next to a fairly large keep. And as you enter the keep, you can see that there is actually there's an inn in there next to the keep, which is called the Dirty Old Dwarf, or Old Dirty Dwarf, I'm sorry. And there are several smaller hostels and a couple of general stores, and yeah. Also, in the middle of the square, there is a hangman's gallows.
Is it occupied?
It is not. But you imagine that it has seen some hefty use over its years.
Oh dear. I didn't really like this place.
It's fine. It's just an outlying keep.
Also, you do notice that there is a lot of religious iconography everywhere. If you want to do a knowledge religion as to what god it pertains to, I mean, you can probably guess it is Helm, but you know, not all of the people might know him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stable the cart and spend some time teaching Derp how to parallel park.
Yes.
Yes.
I
So you
think-
enter, and you feel a bit uneasy as the members of the order just watch you cautiously, but friendly nonetheless. And one of them comes out to greet you. And she says, "Ah, travelers, what brings you to Helmshold on this fine day?"
A good meal, a soft feather bed, and perhaps a bit of a chat with your commanding officer.
Oh, yes, I think that can be arranged.
Do you have a sheep herd here? A herd of sheep?
Yes, all the petitioners who come here are our sheep.
No, I mean like actual sheep, like this one.
Oh, not usually. The inns sometimes have sheep.
Never mind then.
Yes, we picked up this stray one from a little altercation down the road.
Altercation?
Yes,
What happened?
a hill giant attacked the farmstead.
Ah, vile monstrous creatures. And I assume that you have bested it in combat?
Indeed.
That is good to hear. Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Zara Darkor.
Dane Bellbriar. Pleased to meet you.
Yes, you said you wanted to meet the High Watcher.
Yes. I have a slight inquiry that I hope to get some answers to.
Yes, she currently resides in the Grand Hall in the keep.
Very well. I will head there as soon as we found a livery for our animals.
Ah, yes, might I suggest the old dirty dwarf?
Yes. With a name like that, there should be at least good ale.
Yes, so you come to the old dirty dwarf, and it's a pretty regular looking tavern. And the proprietor is, much to your surprise, an old dwarf.
Oh, that explains the name, I guess.
Is he dirty?
I was wondering.
He doesn't look particularly dirty.
I greet him in Dwarfish as an old friend. As you
Ah.
do with a good tavern keep.
Ah, one of my brethren. Don't see our kind too often here.
Nah, I'd assume not. This is not our preferred territories.
I also say hello in Dwarvish.
He looks at you surprised, and then he laughs and greets you back in Dwarvish.
Well, my friend, we would require some stabling. Perhaps some of the ones in the back, due to our mounts being a bit fidgety.
Fidgety?
Yes.
You have to break in a horse.
We rescued a few axe beaks from some orcs.
Oh, orcish birds.
Yes. They're fine enough and fine steeds once you get to grips with them, but they can be a bit aggressive.
Extravagant. I like it. Yes, I think that can be arranged. So, what brings you to these sticks in the mud?
Oh, good bedding, a good ale, some food. We're on our way to Neverwinter, as you can figured we might as well stop by Helmshold. Helm's Deep, goddamn.
Yeah, reasonable, I guess. Just don't rub these fellas the wrong way. They are known to be an aggressive bunch.
Yes. Very fanatic.
Yes, but they keep the area safe and they pay well enough, so I won't complain. And then he yells for a stable boy to take care of your mounts.
Before
then he
he
looks at you and says, "Who's riding the sheep then?"
before the stable boy has time to go outside, I say, you might let us do that ourselves. Just prepare the stable.
He says, "Oh, you're the boss."
I'd like to point out that Derp has mastered parallel parking.
Also, you have probably experienced that Derp especially is under very high scrutiny from the members
Yeah,
of the Gilded Eye.
I was afraid of that, but if he just pretends
Also,
to
probably
be a
the
teddy bear,
Czar as well, because wings and shit.
What did I do now?
Well, if Derp's under scrutiny, there's no reason Burr shouldn't be under scrutiny.
It probably is, but
but you're not
especially
a goblin.
Derp because Derp is a goblin.
But they're both teddy bears.
Yeah. I went out of my way to get him dressed up to avoid these kind of things.
They are just talking teddy bears and walking teddy bears.
Yep, just abhorrent magical constructs.
Maybe it's the teddy bear that sounds like a goblin. It still seems fishy to them, but as long as you don't do anything, they leave you be. Okay, so you stable your birds and your sheep.
Yep. Let's make sure that the sheep is far away from the birds.
Yes.
So possibly it can stay in the cart or something.
Okay. So, Dane was intending to go to see the High Watcher.
Yep. And I ask anyone who wishes to follow, to go with, to say so.
Might as well.
I'm gonna stay at the inn and see if I can talk anyone up. And I'm also gonna get Derp really drunk because he killed a hill giant.
Yeah, I'll be moving a bit around asking questions.
Okay.
What's happening in this area?
Okay. So, let's do the High Watcher first. So, you go and enter the keep. The guards inquire what you want. You tell them you want to see the High Watcher, and they tell you how to get to the Grand Hall, where she currently resides. And it's pretty straightforward. It's basically up the stairs into the door right in front of you, and you're there. And then you go up there, and it really is no exaggeration when they call it a group, because it is very large. and she sits at a table on the far side, and is apparently just accepting petitioners. And there is none in front of you, so you can approach.
I do so. And as I get close enough, I do a slight bow.
She welcomes you to the stronghold of the Order of the Gilded Eye.
Many thanks.
What questions have you brought for me?
Well, only two in reality. One is that I would like to ask if the giant activity in these parts have been increasing lately.
Indeed, they have. We have our patrols have seen many indications of giant activities. There seem to be hill giants lurking about, and even more distressingly, one of our patrols reported of a frost giant sighting.
Worrying indeed. Also, excuse me for talking with my food in my mouth. And, well, that is disconcerting to hear. Oh, and another question. Do you know who owns the farmstead to about a few hours to the south?
We do not know the owners personally, we just know that it exists, for it is in our area of protection.
Well, it no longer does.
Explain.
During our travels towards Neverwinter and taking a stop here, we encountered a hill giant and his lackeys. And they had just sacked the farmstead.
As you say this, you can visibly see a vein just popping out of her forehead and down her neck. And she has trouble staying composed. And she says, "Yes, the giants. They are as stupid as they are careless and strong."
Indeed. We did, however, expend swift justice upon them. And I'm pleased to announce that the entire party of evildoers are in the ground, or at least on it.
Yes, we did not bury them. We did bury the people who lived there.
Yes.
That is commendable. You
we
have
left
done us a great service.
We left a headstone at the burial site, so if you can figure out their names and their family, then I believe they would be greatly appreciating of you sending message and perhaps even hiring someone to inscribe the names on the headstone.
We will inquire.
And for my actual second question, I wondered if you have seen anything like this. And I pull out the rune and hand it over.
She looks at it and says, "I have not seen this kind of rune personally, but my scouts tell me that some of the giants are prone to wearing these.
Yes.
Maybe if
I'm
you
worried.
talk to some of my patrol captains, they might be able to give you more information on this.
Very well. Anyone in particular I should speak to?
She has a quick think, and she says, "The most recent one who encountered giants was Zara, I think."
Very well.
If you ask for Captain Zara Dalcor. Which incidentally is the knight who actually welcomed you.
Yeah.
Well, then she would be easy to find.
Yes.
Well, I thank you very much for your time. And I wish you luck in protecting your lands.
Yes, she thanks you again for your service, and may Helm watch over you.
I do not reply to that. I don't disrespect the god, but it's not my god. And I bow myself out.
Okay. Lazar, you were inquiring stuff?
Yeah, I was asking the common people around here mostly about what's happening in the winter since we are moving up there.
Well, Neverwinter is supposedly fairly stable. There hasn't been any particular goings on there. And actually the most that people talk about are the apparent increase in giant sightings of all kinds. And you do find out that many people try to get to Neverwinter because it's apparently fairly safe from giants. But many many of these people stop by Helm's Hold because it's a natural resting point.
Yeah, that's the reason we're here too.
That is true. But yes, Neverwinter seems to be in an economic upswing ever since the rebuilding effort has started. But other than that, they haven't heard anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. So it hasn't been raised by giants.
Not to your knowledge, no. No, they probably would have heard if it were raised by giants.
Well, I thank them for the time and then I move back to the inn.
Okay, so after a while, you probably all reconvene at the inn.
Yep.
What have the others done in the meanwhile?
Oh, I went with Dane to see the boss lady.
I bought a bottle of the Dwarven
Oh,
Man's
yes, you made-
Strongest.
You made your goblin drunk.
Well, I didn't make him drunk, but I'm definitely letting him drink all
You
he
helped.
wants.
Yes, you probably got very energetic upon the drinking and starting to tell the tale of how he slew a hill giant, and everybody's listening to him, trying to understand him because his language is very crude.
And he's like,
His common could use some work, but
yeah.
he makes it work.
Yeah, I like try to embellish some of the details, and anything he slurs too badly, I'll translate.
For some reason, I have this feeling that it's not the entire truth. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, probably Lazar, while you were inquiring, you probably have heard that apparently there is a goblin in the Old Dirty Dwarf that apparently has slain a hill giant, all by its lonesome.
Oh, maybe I should go there and then convince Bert to replace Derp with this giant slayer goblin.
How do they all know he's a goblin? I mean, I'll let it
Oh,
go.
yes.
Like,
Probably the term they used was some kind of plushy gnome with a speech impediment.
There's a
Plushy gnome
plushy gnome with a speech impediment in the tavern.
who has slain a hill giant.
Yes, all by
Yeah.
himself.
This sounds truthful.
Where
well, when it seems like he's had enough, I'm gonna take him up to his room and put him to bed.
I don't believe it.
Okay, so you're putting Derp down for the night, not for good.
I take him home back.
You have become too powerful.
And yes, the others just enter the tavern whenever they are ready. So, I assume you are going to have a meal and a couple of drinks.
I was thinking maybe we could hawk the plates here. Since
You might,
this is an order of knights, they should have a good smith, and a good set of plate is always welcome.
You probably can find somebody to take them off of you.
Yes. But first, I ask, who is the best with words amongst us?
probably you.
I know I'm eloquent, but people seem to be put off by my demeanor. Being blunt has its weak points.
I'm not particularly persuasive. For some reason, I have a feeling that Lum might be our best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, people usually don't want to listen to me very much, and also sometimes they laugh at me when I greet them in their language.
I think it might be because you really didn't actually greet them in your language. Might be that you just understood their language wrong.
No,
Oh
I
my
do-
god,
do
is Bert the second highest charisma in the group?
No.
I do speak perfect Dwarfish. I don't
It,
know
it,
why.
it looks like you have a +2 bonus,
That is true.
so I think you might have second highest.
I must compliment you on your pronunciation of the Dwarven language. Most people find it too rough for their throats.
I had Dwarf teachers.
She's an orc.
Also, she's half orc.
I never had an orc teacher.
But your throat is an orc throat. Throat. I can easily. I
That's
speak
very
my-
rude of you.
I'm sorry. I prefer the elemental languages.
Oh, like primordial?
I say yes in primordial.
I also speak primordial in primordial.
I say I noticed in primordial.
Just the sound of grinding rocks.
No, primordial is the generic language.
Depends on
Then
what
there are
accent.
variations. Yeah. well, you can use the. It's effectively like in the general English of that language. Then there's the accent decks, which are Okwan, Oren, Igen, and Terran, which you all get if you speak
Like
one of it.
Scottish.
No, I think it's closer to like whatever they speak in Boston.
Alright. Here, take. And I just load you up with plates.
I'm pretty sure I can carry it.
You can drag it.
Should we also sell the salt and pepper shakers, or should we save them for a proper city?
I don't think anyone here would be interested in those.
Yeah, we probably need to find some high-class merchants or some nobles or something like that. So I think our best bet is Neverwinter.
Yes, since you went for Neverwinter and not Mirabar, then Neverwinter is your best bet. You should probably.
So I'll start dragging the plate. It's like, Mika, can you help?
I mean, I have told this before, but I'm not as strong as I look.
You're another person. That helps me. That
It
helps.
is true. Fine, I will help you.
I will go find Sarah.
Okay, so you two drag the suits of plate to a local smith who is going to be eager to take them off of you.
I will try to make up some bullshit on how high quality they are because I don't know anything about their quality. So that's actually, yeah. Well, it doesn't actually matter which one you want me to roll. Is it persuasion or deception for bullshit? Because I still have us.
If you want to embellish them, you can try to decept him.
Okay, so. Okay. The deception has considerably worse results if.
Or persuade him.
Okay, sure.
For a lack of an appraisal skill, let's make it persuasion.
I mean, I
And,
could have probably appraised him before he went, but I forgot.
Well, they are pretty heavy duty, and they are actually in pretty decent shape. And usually he would give you 750, but he does see that these are high quality based on what you told him. So he's going to give you around 1,000 for it, for a suit. And I think you have 3, if I'm not
Sure.
mistaken.
I took one and remade it. One got away, and we got left with 2.
So how many people are we actually?
So yeah, 2. That means it's 2,000.
How many?
400 each.
Okay. I thank the smith. Grab the money and then start with. Oh yeah, I start counting it. Just sharing it into correct amounts of piles and one. To
I
make
mean,
it.
the 1,000 is still less than he would sell a new suit for, so it's okay.
And if he's thrifty, there's probably enough metal in there because it was sized for someone really big. He could
Yeah.
probably make another suit out of it if he just skims.
Yes, you
after
can
it
probably
goes
make
down.
surplus supplies out of the rest if he sizes them for humans. So all in all, He's made a pretty good deal, and so have you. He's not going to ask where you got them, because obviously you haven't worn them yourself. He's just going to be happy that he has acquired some substantial pieces of armor. And Dane is going to look for Zara.
Yep.
And he's going to find her patrolling the inner courtyard. And she recognizes you and says, "Ah, hello again. How did your meeting go?"
Oh, quite well, thank you. Your High Warden was very receptive. Although I think I might have caused her a bit of headache upon mentioning the farmstead.
Now, she does take evil things happening within her jurisdiction very much to heart.
Well, she did
As
point
you
me
should.
toward... Yes. She did point me towards you in regards to this, and I hold out the rune. We found it on the hill giant that was slain.
She said, yes, yes. We have seen a couple of giants wearing similar runes. I think the hill giant we spotted a couple of days ago had similar or even the same rune. And that one frost giant we spotted, he had a rune, but it looked different.
Could you describe it for me?
She tries to describe it to the best of her abilities.
I hand her a sheet of parchment and a quill.
Okay. She tries her best to draw the rune.
Accuracy is not important. As long as I get a general gist, that would be fine.
Well, let's see. She hasn't. Well, first she doesn't know giant, and second she doesn't actually have one, so she does this from memory. And what she draws is not really completely accurate as a rune. It's to you it looks like a mix for the word life and the word ice, but neither is really correct.
I will say thank you. That it may not be perfect, but at least it gives me an idea, and I can do some research on it.
I'm glad to have been of help.
Yes. Now then, it is a splendid day. When do you get off duty?
My duty's never done, but my shift ends in a couple of hours.
Ah, splendid. Why don't you come over to the tavern and share a few ales?
I might just do that.
Very well. I will be awaiting your arrival. He says with a bit of a smile.
Okay, so you return to the tavern, probably.
Yeah.
And there is not much of note going on. And after a couple of hours, Zara actually enters and has a couple of drinks with you. And you're probably going to start sharing travel stories, and she's going to start sharing the stories about the giants that she has seen.
Yeah. I'll pretty much just make this an interesting night. Just have a lot of drink, a lot of chats, and do what I normally do: regale people with stories of old. Just for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how well I do. Not too shabby.
Yes, and you do it pretty well.
My ears don't bleed.
Success.
Oh, I don't.
You are
say-
so very charming.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just tell stories in a clear voice and try to inflect as much emotion into them as I can, which I'm not incredibly good at normally, but when I tell stories, I'm decent.
Yes, especially the dwarven innkeep is very, very impressed with your knowledge of the lore. And he's probably going to buy you a round or two.
So what you're saying is I'm probably drinking myself silly tonight.
Possibly. If you were to drink with reckless abandon, then yes.
Well, I am a dwarf.
Well, you know. That's I expected as much.
Is anyone making requests? You know, like, tell me this story. Because someone should ask for the story about the paranoid dwarf king or the bird that got free.
I imagine that the innkeeper probably has some requests for stories he hasn't heard in a while. Because not only does he not see very many dwarfs, he doesn't see very many dwarfs who actually know old stories.
Oh, let's see if I know them. Probably.
Oh yeah. Which is probably why he's buying you drinks. Because that's what sentimental old dwarves do.
He basically just read him his favorite childhood book.
Pretty much. But it's more like stories of grand battles of old.
I imagine that's what dwarven children's books are about.
Old heroes, dwarven customs, stuff like that.
Yes,
Lots of
patriarchs and
gold, lots of
matriarchs and-
dragons.
No.
Yes, all in all, a good time was had. And you rest up and are eager to continue north towards Neverwinter on the next day. And as you get out to leave Helmshold, you can overhear a patrol guard talking to another one that that the morning patrol has spotted a lone frost giant wandering about the area, and they caution you to be careful.
I asked, did it seem aggressive or just wandering?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, it wasn't aggressive per se, but it did seem to carry ill-begotten goods.
We should
Would
hunt
not-
him down.
Yes, would this not be part of your duty to bring such a danger down? I ask sternly.
He said, yes, that is the duty of the Knights of the Order. We, however, are a patrol group. We scout the area for threats.
Then fetch someone whose duty it is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like throw your sword somewhere into the fetch.
It's not a dog.
Well, yeah, but it's like
It's a person.
yeah, but like there's this fetch and then there was a pause and it's like, did you just?
I'm just being emphatic.
Oh, yeah. Yes, as you speak, one of the patrol is off in search for a Knight of the Order. And coincidence of coincidences, who should be the Knight Captain whose task it falls to apprehend this Frost Giant?
Sarah,
That is correct.
I
She-
give
she
her a
seems
wide
to-
smile as she sidles up.
She seems to radiate a silent confidence. And as she notices you, she nods and says, Templar's work is never done. Do you care to join me in my hunt?
Well, I would not mind such. And how about you, my companions?
Oh, I was planning on going after it anyway. Because this is my pilgrimage.
Well, I guess if it's north of here, then we'll probably run into it anyway.
Yes, reports are that it should come by the coast any well, not any minute now, but soon. And apparently it is heading south. They are not sure where to.
How do I write this person's name?
Her name is
Let's see if I got it right.
Oh, I had it wrong too.
I was off by one letter.
Okay, so as
What is she? Is she a human?
she's a human, yes.
Okay, so she's taller than I am.
Actually, no, she's a half elf. I'm sorry.
Well, she's still so I am taller.
No, she's a human.
She's
and
still
her
hard.
squire. She's a human, and her squire is a half elf. I should learn to read.
Oh, yeah. So still taller.
Yes,
So I need to be looking up when I talk to her. If I talk to her.
yes, a bit. As she prepares to ride out, a sort of Templar-looking person approaches her and tells her that she is tasked with finding out where he's heading before apprehending him. And by apprehending, I assume he means kill.
He means separating the hands and bringing them back.
Yes, exactly. Pulling a jackal, if you will. And she replies with a curt understood. And then she turns to you and she says, well, apparently our task is to track it first. But I understand if that is too much out of your way.
Well, we are not in any rush. I look at the Tsar.
No, not in any rush. Although, I would like to just continue on, but yeah.
No, we cannot just leave this be while we're right here.
Well, we can just not do it, but we probably shouldn't.
Well, like I said, I feel like this is indeed my pilgrimage. So I need to do this. And I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it has something to do with giants.
Indeed.
Or maybe just helping people and kicking ass. And giants just happen to be here a lot.
I'm also curious at how the Knight of Helm handles themselves in battle.
Okay. So you head out, and after a while you can actually see the Frost Giant traveling along the road. And instead of following the road inwards, it just continues on along the coast. And it seems to have attacked or ransacked something, because it has a full bag of, you don't know what, but its bag seems pretty full. And it is continuing down, and I assume you follow it, and you can see that in the distance there is...
We're not attacking it?
No.
We're following it first.
Yes. Sarah was ordered to find out where it was going first. And so we are following it.
Yes, so you track it for about an hour, when it suddenly, or not suddenly, but when it stops and looks for something, and you can see that in the distance there seems to be an enormous boat. And apparently it has for its size, small rowing boat that it uses to board the large boat.
Our size, it's a full longboat.
I turn to Sarah and say, it's a Frost Giant raiding party.
Well, I suppose we know where they are now.
Yes.
So, shall we?
Very much.
Okay. Since it's a lone frost giant, I think we a map for this. Except if you do want one, I can provide. Because I have generic battle map number 2.
I'd rather
all
stare
I
at the pretty map.
All I request is that I lead the charge upon my axe beak.
Yeah, okay.
Burr and Derp are way too hungover to lead any charges.
All I request is that I don't have to charge.
You don't have to charge if you don't want to.
I think you shouldn't charge.
Yeah.
You could cast Mage Armor on
Yes.
your friend.
Yes, no. I will cast it on myself and use sorcery points, so Burr gets it as well.
Yes. Burr, 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 burr.
I don't think Burr would get anything from it.
Versus barbarian. Burr doesn't wear armor.
Yeah, but it
yeah, but-
replaces his con modifier.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dexterity modifier.
Yeah, the problem is that he doesn't have a dex modifier.
Oh,
Give
that's
it to
true.
Mika.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually, yeah, Mika. Would that increase yours?
no.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it just
I think the
replace
only
my
one it
list.
might. Yeah, I think the only one it might
Yeah,
increase
that's myself.
is me. And me.
But you
Yeah.
are wearing armor.
Yeah, you are wearing armor, so you...
It would work on
Yeah,
derp.
But that one actually increases my armor more than my level.
Yeah, but
No,
you
but
can't,
it-
you
it-
can't
yeah,
be
you-
wearing armor.
Yeah, it's uncast. The spell ends if target dons armor. You have armor at its end. But yes, actually, this is true. It is handy. Indeed, Derp has now +3 AC.
Oh, another slow giant. That might bode well for you.
I
Yes.
thought it was a frost giant, but apparently it's a slow giant.
It's a slow frost giant.
It's frosty.
Yeah.
The snowman?
If anyone else has this thing, do you want to build a snowman? I'm going to virtually strangle them.
Can you help me hide a body?
No, I do not think I can.
Let's look at
I'm laughing at the teddy bears.
Oh, she is also not very fast. She's bringing up the rear. Because I cannot roll for initiative today, it seems. But it means that Lam is up first.
Oh, this calls for reserve.
The giant is apparently looking for something in his bag, and as you spring into action, you can see that he has pulled out some kind of horn.
Oh, that is not good.
Destroy the horn!
I have only spells to do literally the opposite.
I mean, you could shatter it.
Or silence him.
I don't have silence.
I mean,
I-
shattering would cause sounds, but
Yeah.
Yes, do bear in mind that you are basically on a cliffside, so the sound of the sea crashing against the cliffs is fairly substantial anyway.
oh,
I will just snowball them. Because snowball.
you're throwing a giant snowball at him.
Yes. Like there is a small snowball. It's a hand fist-sized snowball that just appears in my hand, but it just grows in the air.
Cute.
So yes. This is not overkill.
I'm pretty sure it takes no damage. Aren't they immune?
They are
Like-
Oh, they're-
Like
No, wait,
fire,
what?
like fire.
So everything else is resistant except that they are immune. Okay.
Yes, so you blasted with a giant ball of ice, and now it knows you're there, but it seemingly took no damage from this.
Oh,
I do it with a snowball. Off. And down, because but they're
However,
fine.
the positive is that it seemingly forgot this turn to blow its horn, because it just turned
effective.
around and looks around.
Can I blind it with snow actually? So it's no inside.
But that gives Mika an opportunity to maybe be the primary target again.
Yeah, well, can I write to him on my letter with him?
Yeah, sure.
And I'm just going to.
It's a trained riding animal, so it gets its initiative on your turn, and you can use it before or after your own movement to move.
How far away is this giant from me currently?
If the axe beak is going at a full dash, you can probably reach it.
Yeah, I'm going to reach it, but then I'm.
So about 100 feet.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the giant. I'm going to jump down from the axe beak's back. Because I probably don't know how to fight and ride at the same time. I've never done that. And then I'm going to punch.
That is a hit, actually.
And why do you sound so surprised? Giants probably have a high constitution, so I'm not
I
gonna
don't
do
know what you're talking about.
that.
Also, now that you're nearer, you can see that apparently whatever it attacked back. It has a couple of injuries already.
Well, I'm bobbing it again.
Okay. Yep, that is it.
And then I'm using a key point to bob it 2 more times.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, those dexterity saving throws. The giants will not like that.
Yeah,
the
you
whole
can
game.
you can guess why I'm using the dexterity
Yes,
one.
you
I'm
managed
not
to make him
using
fall.
one.
So your last hit actually has advantage.
Yep. Well, I needed that one.
It still manages to hit.
Woohoo!
That's 10, 16, 21 points of damage. That is pretty good.
Yay!
Derp. If Derp kills this one as well, he's getting a level. By the way.
You heard the man.
And make sure.
He misses terribly.
However, he misses. Because the giant is also prone.
He had to kill on this turn to get the level.
I don't think it's possible.
Really, really, really good crit.
Lizard?
Well, I guess I will run over and jump on the guy. I'm pulling out my rapier and stabbing him. I will use a green flame blade.
Ah, okay.
Green flame.
I knew that would happen.
Keep forgetting that those spells exist.
That is a hit.
And 7 fire.
Okay, let me just see if they're vulnerable to fire or not. Because they might be. Apparently they're not. Okay. So that is 18, 20, 25. Also pretty good. Saber.
Sabir is running in, flanking position, and raging, and then doing his double strike.
Yep, those are all hits. 10, 15. Good, good. And then we're at Dane.
Yes. Dane is going to ride in as quickly as he can, and as he nears the frost giant, he is going to stand up on the back of his axe beak and leap straight for its face.
Glorious.
It is prone, it's possible.
Yeah, you don't have to jump so high.
Ooh, that is... It's a good hit, but it's not a very damaging one.
I
No.
think he lost the teeth.
Yeah, you chipped one of his teeth.
And
Oh,
as
no.
I land on the other side, I turn around, hit him again. God damn it, my damage rolls suck.
Okay, the frost giant, now that it realizes that it is beset by a number of small folk, is going to stand up
And be confused.
and take his giant two-handed great axe,
Oh, good.
start swinging with reckless abandon.
Oh dear.
And okay, so currently in melee range are Mika, Lazar, Dane,
Burr and Dane.
and Burr. And it's going to attack two of them.
Are you going to roll for it?
I am going to roll for it. Conveniently, 4 people, so everybody take a number from 1 to 4.
1.
2.
5.
6.
That was not one of
Wait,
your
what?
teams. You're not taking a number.
Oh, if just spontaneously throws a rock.
I'll take
Do
3.
you want to get hit?
No.
Alright, I'll take Shin,
Oh,
which is
let's see.
4 for you uneducated bastards.
It is a 2.
I
God damn it.
So
knew
Mika
this.
dodges this one,
Yay!
and oh, hang on, the second one. Oh well, Mika doesn't dodge that one. So
Well, I might
he's-
still dodge it if he misses.
you might, but
You're awesome.
Mika and Lazar are going to take these. And even though it's 2 attacks, I'm going to say it's just a large arc with its axe that is going to hit or maybe not hit both of you.
Oh, that's nice.
So let's see. He gets a. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, Mika first. That is it.
Yes, it is.
And Lazar. That is a hit.
I will use my uncanny dodge.
Okay, remind me how that works again. please.
Yeah,
Isn't uncanny dodge only on your saves?
no.
Okay.
It's a reaction and I reduce
Yes, one it's
damage.
one is reducing damage, and the other one whose name I always
Evasion
forget.
only
That's evasion.
Yeah,
Yes, evasion.
that's dexterity.
That's the one
saves.
against the saves. Okay, good. So, Mika will take 3d12 plus 6.
I could possibly go down by when
31 points
I
of
don't
slashing
go
goodness.
down.
And Lizar. That is a really horrible damage roll. That's 16 reduced by half, was it?
So 8.
Yep.
I roll with the
Fair.
blow.
You were on the backswing. The axe probably just caught Emika a bit. So the blow to you wasn't as powerful.
I'm making a matrix dodge.
Or possibly I got stuck in
I
the
mean-
axe and you got hit by me.
It does nick you, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage.
I am hurt. I do think I am actually unlucky.
And finally, Zara charges in. And she will. She will try and strike the giant as well. Twice, actually. Let's see. Let's see if she can hit it. Oh, nope. And yes. So one goes wide, one hits. And she will still deal 11 points of damage to it.
She just did more damage in one hit than I did in 2.
And she does wield a great sword, so
I'm still salty that my damage is so shit.
And at
Well,
least
it
you
would
look
be
cool.
higher if you had taken duelist and had gone full fighter. Then you would also have 2 attacks.
Yeah, but that didn't fit with my character.
also Zara will turn to Mika and speak some encouraging words about
We must hate her now.
how Helm will watch over you, which means you will, for the next minute, be basically under the effect of a bless. So you can add 84 to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Cool.
That was so close. I already thought that she'd have levels in Bard.
No, but she is a knight and she has leadership. We are back to Lum, and this giant
Yes, I
is
am-
starting to look worn.
I'm very close to useless right now.
You do have a little, something.
I have Shatter and Thunder Wave. Both of those take slots.
Scratch him with your claws.
Oh my god, you've only gotten cold spells?
Cold and Thunder. Because, one, I get bonuses. Well, I get bonuses to Thunder and Lightning. But I don't get any Lightning spells yet. Decent ones. Yes, I know there's that one thing, but that's melee and I'm not going melee.
Oh, I just figured that you'd have like a wide array of interesting spells.
No,
I
no,
never. I said very specifically.
That is
I'm
so
going cold.
condescending.
Yeah. That is like, I said very specifically I'm going Cold, Thunder, Lightning spells.
Because you're a storm ding.
Yes,
Yes.
Stormcat.
Storm
Ah.
cat.
Yes. How many people are like next to the giant right now?
The giant is currently surrounded by 5 people.
Well,
Oh,
I
fucking
could
hell.
argue that I flew away from it when it hit me so massively.
You could, but you somehow didn't.
I think I. Because my options, like my not just hitting it, basically is AoE. Yay.
Yes, a shatter would probably.
Oh. He is so tall, you could probably aim the shatter above him.
True.
That could work, actually.
Yeah.
Shatter his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
I-
probably wouldn't hit any of us.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. So let me see. There we go. That was pretty good damage.
Constitution saving throw. Let's see.
And yeah, it targets constitutions.
It's probably his second best save.
Yeah.
It actually it's its first best save. But actually, probably strength is better even.
Yeah, I imagine because he's got like what, strength 27 or something.
Yes, he has. Strength would be better, but from his proficient saving throws, con is the best.
And I want a belt of frost giant strength. That would be awesome.
Oh, but he can't roll for shit, so he takes all of the damage. And that damaged it pretty severely. Mika.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch it. And by it, I obviously mean the Frost Giant, who's not on his butt anymore, right?
No, but you have it surrounded. You have it flanked.
Oh, that's nice. What? Okay.
Yes, you can add a d4 to any of these
Oh,
rolls.
right. Yes, I forgot. Where is that? There it is. Well, that didn't help terribly much, but
Hang on. 15 is the target number.
so let's not hit him again. Pachong. Okay, no point in even doing that. I'm using a key point.
Okay.
Those rolls are amazing.
Yes, they really are.
See?
But that is a hit.
That's much better. And then the last one.
Yes,
you-
those two are much better.
And well, just for the heck of it, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Isn't it 2? Because both of your attacks hit.
Yes, but I mean, if he fails the first one, there's no point in making a second one.
True.
Well, the dexterity save is not going to matter.
Because he's dead?
Yes.
Well,
So-
he pulls and flies. 15
Ah,
feet
Derek
away
was
from me.
robbed.
Because, well, if he can't make the saves, I assume he automatically fails them, and then he might fail a strength
Oh,
saving
yes.
throw also, and fly 15 feet away from it just for the coolness.
I like that visual of the tiny half-orc just blasting the frost giant for 15 feet.
I need to check the wording on your ability because that sounds really weird.
If it fails, you can push it up to 15 feet away from you. Because it's not just... It's my magical key energy that pushes it, not my physical
Yes,
abilities.
yes, that's only on the key strikes, is it?
You hear Derp go, woohoo! Back from the cart.
Yes, so you felled the frost giant because it only had 100 hit points when you met it, as opposed to a full health giant.
Wow, there's literally no size restriction on that fucking technique.
Yep,
Oh,
That is obscene.
yep.
Well, it is this super monk who's making like the one finger punch and things just fly away.
I'm just picturing Tarask.
She took the One Punch Man specialization, which is the open hand.
But I'm pretty sure a Tarask would make the strength saving throw. of
Probably.
14 or 15. I
But
can't remember.
Actually, the giant might have made this strength
Yeah,
saving. throw
But not
if
when
it
he's
wasn't
dead.
But I don't think a Tarrasque is very likely to succeed on the reflex.
Yeah.
Probably not.
And he would
But-
just fall over? That makes no sense.
But the Tarrasque might just spend resistance.
Yes.
Then he'd spend a resistance, which would reduce his pool. Which is just funny.
In any case, you fell the giant. And
Let's loot his
one
loot.
has the
Dave?
classic bag of
Mike's giving me a healing high five.
There you go.
Well, now I'm in the double digits again. Thanks.
Zara is going to approach you and say that you fought valiantly, and Helen protects his children, and she's going to give you a potion.
Oh, me?
Yes,
Nice.
because you are the one who got hit the hardest.
So I assume it's just a regular one?
Yes.
I kind of whispered. Ah, goddammit. I was going to whisper, save that for a rainy day.
Well, I do actually have healing potions. in
Is
my
it raining?
It's not raining. It's actually a pretty nice day. So yes, the giant, if you examine it more closely, has a giant rune on its, well, probably not on its armor because it's wearing pretty much only rags and fur. So maybe it's etched or chiseled into its great axe.
I assume it says Frost.
It is actually the Ice of Frostborn, which
I turned
was
to
to be
Sarah.
expected, but
Yeah. I turned to Sarah
Sarah
and
doesn't
say,
speak giant, so
yeah, you weren't too far off. I mean, you just did this little bit here wrong, and it would have been perfect.
also in its bag is the following.
Oh, last I saw that word it meant Frost, but well, whatever.
What?
I speak giant.
Yes, almost all of you do.
I don't. I still don't.
Well, I speak Gnomish,
I don't.
and that's gonna come in very handy in this campaign.
Yes.
It might.
I mean, we can communicate
Gnomes are
without
not
anyone
the
else
most
understanding.
abundant of races, but they are still there.
No, we can communicate with each other without anyone else having any idea what we're talking about. That's useful.
Okay, in its bag you find a coil of rope.
Is it like unpractically thick for us?
No, it's actually, it's actually a pretty standard-looking 50 feet length of hempen rope.
Nothing fancy about it.
No,
No. Not magical?
no, it's just the usual, a standard rope. Then you find a moldy and stinky wheel of cheese
Ugh.
that's pretty large.
Oh, yeah, keeping that.
Can you heal a cheese?
No, that's good.
But I'm just wondering. It's
It is technically alive, but the things that are alive are making it moldy. So if you heal the mold,
Nothing happens. Well, can you press cha-cha?
Yeah.
I'm hugging the cheese very closely. No one touches this.
Oh, I don't want to. I was just wondering.
Also, you find a skinning knife sized for a giant.
Oh,
So
so
A longsword.
pretty
A
much
great sword.
a curved longsword.
Yeah.
with a sort of weird handle.
But it's not balanced for combat, obviously.
Yeah.
And finally,
Could sell it to a smith.
Oh, okay.
Or to a giant.
That's interesting.
If we meet more nice ones. Well, it's not
You
a
find
one for
3
100.
white dragon scales.
Oh,
Interesting.
Ooh, tortillas.
oh no! Don't eat them. I don't think they are. Whatever you said.
Tortilla.
Are they primary scales, aka large ones from the chest area?
Let's see.
Because if they're primary scales, they can be used for stuff like making a shield, breastplate.
Okay, so they might not be big enough for a breastplate, but a decently sized shield would probably be within the realm of possibility.
Sure, I grabbed the largest one.
Okay.
All I need now is to fix a pair of handles, and I got a really fancy shield.
Now this is a large wheel of cheese. Like how large? Because cheeses can get pretty big.
Even
It is
human cheese can get pretty big.
pretty large. It is a pretty large but still human-made wheel of cheese.
It could be a cartwheel cheese.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's probably about, well,
It has to be large enough for a giant to care about it.
that's
I'm-
true. That's true. It's probably pretty much a wagon wheel.
Yeah, we could just take out the wagon wheel, sell a wagon wheel, and replace it with cheese.
I think the cheese might be worth more than a wagon wheel.
Yeah, but
Quite
Bert
possible.
really likes it. So,
How much would you say that weighs?
Also, I think Sibur might want to eat it and not use it as a wheel.
Well, that would be probably about. What's that going to weigh?
Think of it as water weight at about 40%.
Yeah, I was going to estimate it at about, I don't know, 10 to 20 kilos. It's pretty substantial. So 20 to 40 pounds ish.
Most of our party could barely even lift that.
But I like have it over my
Lucky
head.
for you, you have a cart.
You just see a wheel of cheese running off to the cart.
I'm not planning on getting the cheese to wear a teddy bear suit.
Well, humans have made a cheese weighing 1,323 pounds. It's made in Netherlands.
Yeah, but that's like a record.
Yeah, but
This
that's
is probably
and it's also
not the-
Netherlands.
This is probably not the largest cheese wheel ever. Probably. And it's moldy.
Okay, so after you loot this giants of its
Don't let the sheep eat that.
mundane belongings and securing the room, I assume you are going to take the great axe as well?
Yep.
You okay?
And the horn.
Oh,
Yeah. How large is it?
It's apparently a fairly large beast horn that's just giant sized. It's probably from some sort of giant goat. Or
Uh,
maybe something else. Who knows?
I'm going to try its note just softly so it doesn't bray out like a actual call.
Yeah, do you have big enough lungs for this?
Do you have big enough lips?
You could probably conceivably make it make a sound.
Or I could do the Dark Souls things and use it as a giant club.
Oh yeah. It would probably wear down after a while, but it could probably be used as a bludgeon.
Still, it's like a trophy. Like even if we can't use it, some collector might be wanting it.
Oh yeah, it's well polished and taken care of.
If nothing else, someone might want it for materials.
Yes, there's enough bone in this thing for 1,000 fletchings at least.
Someone could make a wonderful.
Scrimshaw.
I was thinking about like forks and stuff, but I forgot what they are called.
Oh yeah. So
Cutlery.
Zara will accompany you back towards the north and then go back and report to Helmshold. She will thank you again for your assistance, and she's going to again tell you that she hopes that Helm watches over you. And
Yeah, I can't use Helm's blessing to anything, but I accept gold.
Well, that's just despicable.
she is sadly not in the position to dispense gold.
I am very disappointed.
But it should be reward enough that you have done a good deed by destroying one of the vile giants that are ravaging the land, apparently.
It is to me.
I just speak up. Just next time we come through, then maybe you can stand for the tab at the tavern. That should do it quite nicely, don't you think?
I'm sure we can find an arrangement.
Good. Well then, safe travels.
And you. And yes, then she takes a turn towards Helmshold, and you continue towards Neverwinter, where you will arrive and where we will leave it for today.
Well, before we start walking, after Zara is gone, I'm gonna turn to Dana and be like, "You like him, don't you?" Her. She's a girl. You like her, don't you?
Dane's got a crush.
Oh. I backslapped her.
I immediately tackle and pin Lum.
That's unexpected.
And then I hand him a piece of cheese.
But and Dane just looks at you and says, "What? You don't think I have urges as well? Just because I'm a dwarf?"
What? No, that's not what I meant.
I just thought it was adorable.
Dwarves are fine. And
Lisa just rolls his eyes.
Yes, and on the next day, you arrive in Neverwinter, and whatever will happen there, we will see next week. You have pretty much traveled halfway. So in another you've traveled 12 days, and you're looking at another 12 to 10 towns.
Luckily, we don't need to buy rations, and I pat the cheese.
Oh god, you're living on cheese. Moldy cheese.
That is
would be
actually
nice.
true. If anybody of you does not want to live off cheese, you will have to buy rations, and you will have to buy
You're
chickens for
gonna
your
be
next
so
weeks as well.
gassy.
I'm gonna get ration.
Um,
Oh,
Also-
God.
out of character. XP.
I think we use convenient points.
Yes.
Yes, I know. But it's just like we
We
just,
just
had-
leveled up.
Yeah, but we just fought a hill giant and cronies and the frost giant.
Yeah, but he also warned us it was gonna slow down. And I don't know why I'm arguing against leveling, but
Aww.
The next level is foreseen when you arrive in Brinchanda.
Okay.
So probably this session after the next.
Okay.
So
Unless something really weird happens.
Yes.
yeah. Next session we'll be at Neverwinter and we'll say, yeah, don't want any quests. Let's just move on. We need to go to Prince Shandao. We need to level up. No, we are not going to help you with those
whoa,
quests.
whoa. First of all, Neverwinter has amazing hot springs, so we're definitely gonna have like a hot springs episode. That has to happen.
Okay.
That's why they call it Neverwinter.
Yes, so you actually have a bit of spending money now after selling these half plates for a decent price.
Oh yeah.
Although sadly not enough for like an uncommon magic item.
Should
Well,
I like add
ma-
that?
Maybe
How much
if we're
would that
lucky, we can find a cheap bag of holding.
Hmm.
I assume they are mass produced, so they might be a bit cheaper.
Possibly, even though you do have a handy haversack.
Yeah, we
Don't forget that.
Yeah, which is like better.
You can't get enough bags.
We have a haversack, we have a cart, we have a cheese. Life's good.
The cheese can't carry anything.
I will hollow this cheese out and prove you wrong.
Also, I can tell you that there are many opportunities to gain magical items one way or the other. So you'll get there. You'll get there.
Let's just rob a store.
No.
That's one possibility. Yes.
Wow, your pilgrimage took a dark turn.
Except that for one, you have a lawful neutral dwarf in your party that looks down on such activities.
Yeah, and I'm chaotic good, so I
That's-
don't
that's-
go robbing people for fun.
That's going to be the
I
point
need-
where she realizes that a pilgrimage is actually to depower the capitalist pigs.
I think what she refers to as a pilgrimage, the others would say a crime spree. I mean,
Oh,
so far
maybe.
this at least aggravated assault a couple of times.
Hey, I was only defending people.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
So it's like a crime spree for the greater good.
Yeah, like
That's
Robin
what the
Hood.
Blues Brothers said.
Hey, we've got half pack smokes and miles to go. I think this might be a good time to say goodbye.
Bye.
No!
I